We begin with the latest development on the trial of the leader of the Indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The Federal High Court in Abuja has adjourned until tomorrow for Nnamdi Kanu to take his plea. At today's sitting, Counsel to the federal government, Magaji Labaran, informed the court of the 15-count amended charge preferred against the defendant. Lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, Ozekhome, objected to the defendant taking his plea as they were served with the charge yesterday and has not been able to consult with the defendant. He noted that the adjournment is for hearing of pending applications filed by the defendant, application for transfer to a different detention facility, motion of bail and preliminary objection. Justice Binta Nyako held that the business of the day is for trial and not hearing of application. Counsel to Mr. Kanu insisted that a proof of evidence is not legible enough for their understanding of the new amended charge. Ozekhome took over from Ifeanyi Jofo as the lead counsel to ipob.
The charge that was filed was dated 17th, that was a Friday, and filed yesterday. And as soon as it was filed, it was served on them, and they had an interaction with him. And of course, you are aware of the fact that law requires that charges can be amended and filed, even on the eve of the judgment of any case. So the mere refusal to take the plea today is one of the several antics employed by the defendant to delay this case.
Have been able to give me another clearer copy, which is legible. And with that, we will take the next step. Tomorrow, no one is running away from plea being taken. But the point we made today, which the court appreciated, is that you can't take plea to counts that have not even been given to you. We were served some minutes to 10 a.m. yesterday, a 15-count amended charge for a case coming up today. Whereas the last date of adjournment was 2nd of December. So they had well over 1.5 months to have done that and served us. They didn't. So I believe that was intended to frustrate today's proceedings. In any event, that was the 6th time they are amending the charge.
Well, TVC News correspondent Celestina Area joins me for more on the court proceedings today. Celestina, quickly paint us a picture of what transpired in court today.
Well, today I can say with the fact that the journalists, lawyers who appeared for Nnamdi Kanu and also his family members who attended today's proceeding, we had a good interaction with the operatives because they were very, very diplomatic, not like our usual frisking and checking, though we worked with a list of registered journalists and also were allowed into the court with no hassle today. And also to the business of the day, Justice Binta said that the day was for trial. But counsel to the federal government, Magaji Labaran, made it known that they have an amended count charge of 15, bordering on terrorism and treasonable felony. Counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, we know he has changed his late counsel, formerly Ifeanyi Jofo, now Ozekhome, made it known to the court that the courts abridged the time on December 2nd, 2021 to 18th. Initially, the adjournment was for 19th, but the judge moved it to today for hearing of Nnamdi Kanu's application challenging the competency of the 7-count initial charge and also for him to be transferred to a different detention center and for his preliminary objection to the issues raised in the initial 7-count charge. But the prosecutor insisted that they've served the charge on the defendant and he's supposed to take his plea today. But they said they were not given enough time because they were served with the charge yesterday and they were not able to consult with their client for him to know the charges preferred against him by the federal government. So they asked for an adjournment, a very short adjournment, and the judge granted it, saying that tomorrow Nnamdi Kanu will be brought to court, arraigned, and for him to take his plea.
So tomorrow now, could you perhaps talk to us what the reactions and perhaps the plans of the defense counsels are ahead tomorrow, if they spoke to you about that?
Well, yes, they said they'll be able to talk with their clients, and they also need to understand the count charge. I've seen the charges, 15 counts in total. Looking at count 4, 5, 6, and 7, had to do with Nnamdi Kanu alleged inciting Nigerians to attack and kill police officers and their families, and also count 13 and 14 has to do with his alleged inciting of Nigerians, mostly those in Lagos, to destroy government facility. This, they said, happened between 2018 and 2021. And also, he was also alleged to have incited Nigerians to create a bomb. And they said he also allegedly gave the sit-at-home order that takes place in most of the southeastern states in the country. And also, they said that in a broadcast, he allegedly professed himself to be the leader of ipob and also an ipob member. So basically today they'll create time. They saw him in court. They sat with him for a few minutes. So hopefully later today they will also see him, talk with him on the charges and hear his response. And hopefully tomorrow he takes his plea. But the judge also made some orders as regards to his welfare, because the last adjournment she said that Nnamdi Kanu should be allowed change of clothes, but today we saw him wearing the same clothes he has always worn to court, and she insisted that tomorrow she doesn't want to see him on that same clothes, that he should be allowed change of clothes. And also the counsel to Nnamdi Kanu made it known that on several occasions at the detention center, doctors come to Kanu to take blood samples over 21. They've done that over 21 times, and they have not yet on any instance given him the result to know what the samples have been taken care of. And they say he has been in solitary confinement. They don't allow him access to other detainees, and where they keep him is a 2-by-2 space, which is not good for his health. So all these issues were raised, and the judge made an order that he should be allowed maximum possible comfort as the detention center can also afford. And she spoke to the director of legal from the DSS, who was present in court, that they should give Nnamdi Kanu access to his lawyers.
Right. So we'll definitely be getting back to you, Celestina, for more when the trial resumes tomorrow. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed.